This is ASBR Boxing. Delighted to be joined by the victorious Kurt Walker, stopping James Beach Jr. after 7 rounds. How does it feel? Explain that to us. Brilliant night for yourself.
Yeah, it feels brilliant. First stoppage win since my first fight against probably the best fighter, so picked it up in that camp and I was just glad to be able to show it there in the fight.
Saw you here back in January, just having a bit of a shakeout. It was actually probably a tough enough fight. You said yourself that you weren't obviously hadn't been really in shape and all, but then you put the performance in here and turned it all around. And yeah, what did it mean for you to headline this show as well?
Massive. It was better than I expected with the noise. When I was coming back to the corner, I was getting a buzz. I was getting an adrenaline rush. So it's the first time I've fought in front of a crowd. Really, everything has been on lower level and no TV slot. So hopefully it's the start of something big.
Is it fair to say that, as you kind of threw more at him and kind of upped the tempo, it was clear to see that you were hurting him? And did you feel in there that you could have forced the stoppage?
100%. I thought I could, but then I never knew, because every time I was giving it to him, he kept coming back a bit, and I was getting tired, so I had to regroup. But I knew I was hurting him, and I think the stoppage came at the right time. He put his corner, done the right job.
What were the nerves like walking out at all? There was any nerves there? First big main event, or did it feel different at all?
Nah, there was no nerves walking out. I was buzzing, but when I was in here and when I was in the hotel this morning, it was nervous. Usually I'm fighting. Last fight I fought at 6:30. I was fighting there at 11. Yeah. So it was a long day.
And looking, I've just spoken to Jamie Conlon there as well. He said obviously this was called the breakout, and that was a breakout performance from yourself. Quite a lot of options. He says he's talked with Lee Eaton about Nathaniel Collins. Yeah. You've said to me before about Hopey Price. Are they kind of still the names that you want this year?
I think I've definitely put my name in that hat, haven't I? So I've done it in the same fashion as them. Made him quit in the stool. So I'm there. I'm ready to go. And
would you prefer one of those two? Out of those two, who would you prefer?
I don't really care. Like, whoever wants it, I don't know. Whatever opportunity comes, I'll take it. I don't care. I think I'm at that time now. I'm 29, so no disrespect in him, but I'll take any fight.
And what's the plan now for 2024? How many more fights do you want? Obviously, you want to be active, but at the same time, you just want you're at that stage now, as you said, where you want the big fights.
Yeah, I don't think you can count the January fight as a fight. So that's my first fight of the year. I would like another 2 or 3. One in the summer, one Christmas, or maybe an extra one. So it'll only be big fights from now on.
Do you think maybe if that British title shot was offered to you next, would you take it, or do you want something before that?
100%. I don't know why I wouldn't take it, why anyone wouldn't take it. I hope to never have a meaningless fight ever again in my life. So I've had many massive fights, and I've done the 10 fights that I have to do when you have to do as a pro, usually getting through and learning stuff. So I've did all that. So it's only big fights from now.
You said before that you just wanted to fight at the Olympics. You did that. Now you turned pro. Obviously, first big headline show. Now talking about the British, potentially Commonwealth. Where's the ceiling for Kurt Walker?
I'll just take it as it comes. Never would have thought about the British or Commonwealth, to be honest. Never would have thought about anything. I would have thought about the world title as a kid and the Olympics, obviously, but you don't realise that in between it was just the world title and the Olympics. So I did the Olympics, and I'm looking for titles. Now you're looking at the British, Commonwealth, European, all that stuff. I've got the WBA, Intercontinental Europe, so it's a start, and we'll see what happens.
And just a final word for your fans. It was pretty noisy in there.
Yeah, it's good. You had to start somewhere, and that was a brilliant start for me. Hopefully that people seen that and seen a different side of me, and the next time we can do it again, even bigger.
Brilliant. Well, Kurt, thanks very much for talking. Top man.
Appreciate it.